Hello guys, my name is Volo, and if you are watching this video, it's likely that you are considering using Bubble for your project, but you are not sure if Bubble is the right fit. In this video we will go through advantages and disadvantages of Bubble so that you can make your decision. Let's dive in. To start with, let's explain what is Bubble in the first place. Bubble is a no-code platform that allows you building web-based applications without code. It allows you to build SaaS apps, marketplaces, mobile apps, ERPs, CRMs, and much more. You don't need a technical background to start building your app with Bubble, and it normally takes you much less time and efforts to build apps with Bubble than with traditional coding. But is it all rainbows and sunshine? Let's figure out. To start with, Bubble is full-stack software development no-code tool. You can design front-end, develop back-end, set up database, integrate APIs, everything within Bubble. Therefore, you don't need to deal with and learn multiple tools, which might be tricky sometimes. At the same time, it's risky to put everything into one basket. In case anything happens to Bubble, the whole app will be impacted. It's much less risky to use separate no-code tools for the front end, for the back end, for the database, than use Bubble for everything. However, you still can use a separate external database or backend in Bubble. It's just not the common use case for the platform. The next advantage of Bubble is speed of the development. Bubble allows you to build applications several times faster and therefore cheaper than with classic coding. This speed can be even greater if you utilize the power of pre-built components and Bubble's AI development features. Moreover, Bubble has the biggest and the most engaged no-code community. There are tons of free educational content and you can literally sort out any development problem yourself for free. You can always find a freelancer or consultant or agency to solve your problem. The community is very engaged and over the last decade produced a ton of plugins, templates, pre-built libraries, extensions, and so on to accelerate your Bubble development workflow. What also makes Bubble a trustworthy platform is the number of proven success stories. There are plenty of real software businesses that were built on Bubble, raised and earned millions of dollars. You can check my previous video where I go through the examples. I will leave the link in the description. Now let's talk about the design capabilities. Compared to other no-code platforms that are mostly template-based, you can literally replicate your Figma file in Bubble. Moreover, Bubble has a powerful responsive engine and it's quite easy to make your app responsive on tablets and mobile phones. Bubble is pretty good when it comes to external integrations. Compared to other no-code platforms, you can integrate pretty much anything with Bubble as long as they have an accessible API, and most platforms do. In Bubble, you can expose your Bubble API endpoints if you want to receive external webhooks. Bubble also has its own Bubble Data API that allows external platforms to interact with your Bubble database. You can even extend your Bubble application with custom code. You can also integrate OpenAI, Gemini, Claude, and build AI app. The capabilities are endless. However, Bubble could be inefficient when it comes to large dataset processing. For example, we once had to integrate QuickBooks API and achieve near real-time integration. Unfortunately, we weren't able to achieve a stable solution within Bubble and ended up developing an external custom-coded service, leaving Bubble for just the front-end. You can check my previous video that describes this story, I will leave a link in the description. Considering the fact that Bubble is capable of so many complex things, you need to understand that it will take you a while to learn how to use it. On average, it takes from 8 to 12 months to become proficient in Bubble. Fortunately, I'm here to help. If you need any guidance, please feel free to use a Calendly link that I will leave in the description in this video and book a call with me. I'll be happy to help. See you there. When it comes to application performance, if you are proficient in Bubble, you can build lightning fast and sleek applications. However, it's not easy to learn how to build an app in Bubble in an efficient way. Therefore, many Bubble users who are not proficient enough are complaining that their Bubble apps are slow. However, it's all about how you build your application, and if you are proficient enough, you can build performance-optimized and fast applications. Bubble is investing heavily into security aspect of their platform. They have recently acquired a security startup called Flask and will be incorporating its functionality into their platform. When it comes to SEO, while you still can make basic SEO adjustments in Bubble, we always recommend our clients to separate their Bubble apps and their blog and create content outside of Bubble in WordPress or Webflow, which are more SEO friendly. Bubble is taking significant steps to stay competitive with AI coding tools like Replit, Bolt New, Lovable, With the new Bubble releases, you can now describe your app with an AI prompt, and then the AI will generate an interface for you. This technology will advance, and with the rapid pace of AI, I believe that within the next 6 to 18 months, we will see a drastic change in app development speed in Bubble. Another issue to discuss is downtimes in Bubble. As with any other platform, downtimes happen time to time, making your app inaccessible for short periods. However, Bubble team is quite fast when it comes to fixing these issues and normally put Bubble back on track within minutes. Bubble is pretty limited when it comes to hosting locations. Bubble is hosted on AWS servers based in the US, and you cannot host your app on your private server unless you are on an enterprise Bubble plan. This might be a deal breaker for many Europe-based companies. One of the biggest concerns for many is platform lock-in. Even though you still can export your database data, you cannot export the source code of your app. However, Bubble claims that they will provide the source code in case the company goes bankrupt or is shut down. Another concern for many is the new Bubble pricing that was released in April 2023. They introduced their proprietary currency called workload unit that your Bubble app uses when calling server-based actions. While this made pricing logical and fair because you pay as you go, it became a little bit harder to calculate your future monthly costs as your platform scales. Bubble is pretty scalable, and many examples of successful Bubble apps prove it. However, you need to understand that as your platform scales, you need to pay more for Bubble. Last but not least, Bubble is not HIPAA compliant, and you cannot use it to store healthcare information, which disqualifies it for many healthcare startups. To sum up, Bubble is a pretty capable tool with various features. However, there are still some pitfalls to consider before choosing it for your app. If you are interested to learn more about Bubble pros and cons, feel free to book a call with me at wemakemvp.com. Thank you for watching, and bye!